Hello, my soul lovers. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This is a love reading for the divine feminine and masculine collectives. First, if you're new, I'm going to go into intuitive messages and then we are going to get into the cards, okay? The first thing I wanted to talk about for those of you who are new, um, I've been going through, basically releasing karma, okay? Balancing out the karma. And the way I do that, um, my background is a little different than some people out there. So I also do past life regression. I have, you know, asked you all if there's a way that you want to, release the I'm talking about the karma that's uncomfortable, guys. So I'm going to refer to it as bad because that's what a lot of us label it as bad karma, okay? I've been going through that because as a full collective, we are closing out karmic cycles at this time. It started at the end, I would say, yeah, closer to the end of last year, 2019. So now, because of that, okay, so let me just go in for all the new people, the way that I do the karma stuff, okay? And I asked you all to do it also because some of you don't have, you don't know your past lives and you're not really into that, okay? Into the things that I'm into. The easiest way to do it is ask your guides while you sleep to heal the karma, okay? Heal the karma you have with certain people. It could be, you can ask specifically with your person, with your counterpart. It could be with your family. There's so many different types of karma. It has to do with situation, it has to do with money, everything, okay? So at this time, that's what the collective is supposed to be going through. So if you're not doing it, please do it. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, there's nothing to be scared about, to be honest, because you're doing it in your sleep and you can ask your guides or whatever deities you work with. I'm not going to tell you what, it's whoever you feel comfortable with, okay? And if you don't know their names, just say guides of love and light, okay? So there's, you don't have to know their names specifically, who your guides are, who your spirit guides are, is what I mean. And ask to, help me balance out and heal my karma comfortably, okay? Um, while I sleep, okay? That's all you have to do. It's very easy. You might not remember the visions, and that's okay. You might not remember it because your guides will only show you things that you're ready to see, okay? And what's for your highest and best. So the reason why I'm saying this is because, right now I've been getting channelings, and that's why I'm doing this video a little bit earlier than I normally do. Um, you're being prepared, okay? So if you're not releasing the karma, if you haven't been doing it, please do so. I'm a messenger, you guys know that. So, I'm doing what, I'm being led to do, but my guides and the spirit that I work with wants me to get you prepared because there's a portal opening up on 222 February 22nd. And I talked about briefly about that portal a few videos back, okay? But this is really preparing you. And the other thing I'm getting is that karma has to be balanced out because of that portal opening up. And this also has to do with the sacral chakra that the collective would be working on that for their highest and best, okay? And I know that we say should. When I say should, it's because the guides are kind of, guiding you through the stages of what the collective is supposed to go through right now. So keep that in mind, okay? Do the karma stuff, you guys. It's amazing. You'll feel so much better. You're going to feel so much lighter. You're going to feel at peace. And that's kind of going to open up the doorway, because some of you, what they're telling me is that you need, you need, well, yeah, okay, all right, you need, you're going to have activations on 222, okay? Around that time, you might receive an activation. They want to lead you up to that, okay? And this also has to do with, sorry, hold on, guys, with Kundalini, okay? So for some of you who ever have, and I'm sorry I'm moving around, so I have some, I'm like kind of stiff, you know? I need a massage or something. So Kundalini, okay, is coming up really strong. And for those of you who already you had Kundalini awakenings, okay, this is for this message right that I'm about to say is for you, okay? So if you've had your Kundalini awakening, I feel like there's going to be another reawakening coming up, okay? And it's up to you whether you do it yourself, okay, make your Kundalini rise, or have it done for you. Now, having said that, for some of you, the Kundalini awakening, the rising, was not consciously done on your behalf, okay? Your human self. So it could have been uncomfortable for you, because when your Kundalini rises, you might go through like dark night of the soul. You might, see things you don't want to see or are afraid of or whatever. So keep that in mind. So Spirit is asking you, for those of you who have already had your Kundalini awakening, you might have another one, okay? And it's coming up. It's better to do it yourself, since, look things up. Here's the thing, guys. Ask your guides to be present with you always, okay? When you do anything, ask for protection, ask for your highest and best, the process, okay? So that you don't go through an uncomfortable experience, okay? So let me know in the comments, who have you had your Kundalini awakening, what you went through. Was it, comfortable? Was it not? Because I feel like what's happening is you're being prepared to. For those of you who have never had a Kundalini awakening, rising, call it what you will. I call it something else, but that's it's more ancient. Never mind. I don't want to get anybody confused. But if you haven't had that ever, then Spirit is really guiding you to do the karma healing, okay? And I think, like, the way they're telling me, the way I've been doing, I think it's the easy way. Even if you don't have a background in any type of healing processes, I mean, you're doing it in your sleep. It's pretty, like, very simple, And the reason why they're doing that is it's because they're giving you the steps to prepare for that portal, okay? Because some of you will really get activations when the 222 portal opens up, okay? That's, call it a portal, call it a gateway, call it what you will, okay? It's being opened up, and they want to prepare you for that. So make a commitment today, if you haven't been doing these things, to actually, get into it and, be open to what's coming, because I feel like there's a shift happening with this 222. And this is for the counterparts, okay? It's for the feminine and masculine and all light workers. Even if you don't associate with the twin flame label or whatever, you don't believe in labels, whatever. The labels are here for human, how should I call it? For humans to relate to, okay? So keep that in mind and do what you're supposed to do, guys, because it's going to help you navigate so much smoother with these energies, okay? So let's get into the cards. And the first sigil we have is Zafkiel. Okay, so Archangel Zafkiel, this has to do with anticipation. And this is about anticipating the love, okay? So some of you who have been working on yourselves, working on the self-healing, I know it has been hard for you to possibly focus on the positive aspects of the love that you and your counterpart shared, or that you and whoever, it doesn't have to be strictly counterparts, it could be anybody that you share love with. It could be, you know, your career, your job, it could be anything, okay? But Safkiel is asking you to illuminate your heart and to know the intention of what those relationships are bringing to you, okay? So it's really about the pure intention that you had, that the person you were dealing with had, okay? And then things just got in the way. There were hindrances, there was fear, there was lower energies that got in the way, okay? But this is about yeah, this is about illuminating the heart chakra. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of heart chakras opening, and this has to do with leaving the past in the past and living in the present. Living in the present, counting your blessings, okay? Realizing all the blessings you have, regardless of how things did not happen the way you expected them to happen, okay? This is about still anticipating about what your intent was with whatever relationships you have built with people, and this is including your counterpart, okay? So this is about opening up your heart chakra, getting rid of all the gunk that was collected from the past, okay? And I call it gunk because for some of you, this is what's happening, okay? This is why they're calling it gunk, okay? Some of you have been doing shadow work, okay? And the guides feel that you have been in this shadow work for a little too long, okay? So this is what I want to say. There's different types of healing when it comes to healing, like the bad stuff, okay? I'm gonna call it the bad stuff because it's so much easier for people to relate to, okay? So whatever you're not feeling good, the things that don't make you feel good, the things that trigger you, the anger, the resentment, the disappointment, the sadness, okay? This has to do with that, and some of you have been stuck in that place for too long is what they're saying, okay? So that's why they're suggesting, instead of doing the shadow work, for those of you who, because shadow work is a very long process, okay? And some of you kind of feel stuck in there. Let me know in the comments if you have been doing shadow work, okay? Because instead of that, they're really asking you to do the karmic healing that I was saying in your sleep, because that is easier. That is, a better way, okay? I'm just a messenger, so keep that in mind. And if you guys are questioning right now, I feel like some of you questioning, Caroline, have you done shadow work? No, I haven't, okay? I really don't go into the processes like that. I deal more with alchemy, so I'm more of an alchemist, okay? So I don't really have done like the shadow work process. I haven't, okay? There's different ways that my guides tell me how to do things, and that's why I share them with you, because I feel like I've never really, no, I haven't done shadow work because I really don't think that processes have to be that long. I think that sometimes we make it more difficult than it really is, okay? So that's why for those of you who are doing shadow work, keep in mind that it's for what they're trying to say to me, okay, guys, is that you're getting stuck in that work, okay? So you have to lift your spirits. Some of you just got stuck there, okay? And they want you to come out. I want you to come out too if this is you, because there's so many easier processes to heal, okay? And this is not spiritual sidestepping, guys. This is basically saying that you don't have to do that, okay? You can pick, an easier process, a more comfortable process for you, okay? And that's why they really want to they really suggest, okay? I'm going to say it in a nicer way, because here's the thing. I'm used to getting this information from my guides. They know how I work. I don't get offended. I don't get mad when they give me warnings, when they're straightforward to me, like, Caroline, you got to do this. But some of you are, okay? And that's what they're telling me now. So that's why I'm saying they highly recommend that you stop the shadow work, okay? For those of you who are listening right now, and it's because you got stuck there. So pick a lighter version, and you could pick the version that I am talking about, and that's a version of what my guides recommended me to do. So I'm sharing this with you now, okay? So let's leave it at that. When it has to do with Zafkiel, Archangel Zafkiel, and the anticipation, it's about illuminating your heart space. And the easiest way to do this is to pray, meditate. For those of you who don't pray, who don't meditate, that's fine, because not everybody knows how to meditate or is comfortable with meditating. Some people have issues with stilling the mind, especially when they're in like anger, or they're in worry, okay? Doubts, worries. They got a lot of fear energy up in their head. So that's okay. So what you can do is chant. There's a mantra. It's the Gayatri mantra, okay? It's called Om Bhur Bhuva Svaha, okay? Excuse my accent. So it's called the Gayatri mantra, okay? And this will help illuminate the heart as into getting back into the feeling, into the vibration of anticipation, because it will clear out all the stuff that is hindering your heart, okay, from opening up and setting it free, okay? And so if you feel right now that your heart is open, regardless, you can do that mantra. But if you feel like your counterpart's heart is closed up, okay, you can also do that mantra, the Gayatri mantra, okay? Just have them, send that healing to them, okay? Because it's very healing. And that mantra has been used for like ever. So you can just Google Gayatri mantra, okay? So getting into the masculines, the cards were like flying all over the place. Okay, so like we said, I think it was last time, we got that they're like in the middle of the battle. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's, the masculine energy, this is like a final battle. And it has a lot to do with the mindset, okay? And also the people around them that were keeping them from rising to their highest, okay? So what I'm getting with this energy is that, right now, there's a lot of like dark nights of the soul that the masculine energy is going through, okay? I'm getting headaches, okay? So I feel like because of that, they're really going through all their fears, okay? The darkest fears that they have of closing out the cycle, because the 9, okay, represented here, even though this is the 9 of Swords, this is about is this the Swords? Yeah, okay. This is about endings, okay? 9 is a number of endings. So I feel like the masculine collective is really in healing the mind right now, is what they're saying. Okay. And this could have to do with having to do that before the heart chakra opens wide, okay, is what they're saying to me. So they have to get into the mind first. So some of them might be really stressed out and being anxious at this time, having sleepless nights, because they're so confused about what to do, okay? But I do feel like there's a preparation going on. This is the other thing I want to say. For some of you, the masculine that was like realizing the telepathy you both had, seeing you in their dreams or whatnot, I feel like there was a stop to that, okay? And so they're trying to figure out why there was a stop to that. So it could be they were dreaming of you. If you're a feminine watching, they were dreaming of the feminine energies. They were communicating, in the astral, call it what you will, okay, in the ethers. So now it has stopped, and it's really because the masculine energy needs to overcome their fears, okay? So I feel like for them right now, spirit is with them with the crown chakra, and that's why I feel like I'm getting headaches, okay? So this has to open up, and that's what I feel like this is the step right now that they're processing. And the third eye, okay? Well, it starts from the crown. So look at the way this guy's is, okay? This is definitely the crown. So crown chakra openings, okay? And it's to dissolve the fears. I do feel like the masculine energy has been in fear too long, and whatever that has been controlling them, whatever situation, people, their fears, really, okay? This is going to be, this is being worked on right now, is what they're telling me, okay? And you possibly could be feeling headaches. If you're getting headaches, let me know in the comments, because you're feeling the masculine energy of the crown, okay? Because sometimes the way the crown chakra opens, you get really bad headaches, okay, when it's being worked on. So keep that in mind. And I know that some of you have been sending chakra healing energy to your counterparts, and it is working, okay, guys? Keep that in mind. Do not doubt it. It is working for all my healers out there. And this is going to help, okay, the masculine get into their masculine energy. This is wonderful. I feel like this is going to be a great breakthrough at this time for the masculine. However, it's difficult for them, okay? It's not, comfortable, because some of them have not been listening to their intuition, is what they're telling me. They haven't been listening to their intuition. They haven't been getting getting rid and ready, okay? Getting rid of this situation, these people that have been controlling them, okay? Whatever this is to you, this is a general reading, your personal story. So this is about them not listening to their intuition and taking the proper steps. So at this time, I feel like that's why, for some of you, the telepathy is blocked, okay? So this is what they just told me. This is very interesting. I never have thought of about that like this way. Some of your masculines, the telepathy got cut off. God, what is going on? Cut off because, like, it stopped recently. And it's because of, some of them are just living in the fantasy of being with you, okay? And they see that through their dreams, and they feel like that's enough, okay? And so spirit came in and was like, no, 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 no. You need to focus on you and these hindrances that are blocking you both, okay? And you can't live in just another dimension, okay? You got to do what you have to do. You have to do what you came here to do. And you got to get rid of this. And this also is karmic, okay? So this is about closing out karmic contracts, okay? Closing out karmic contracts. And just like we said, we're closing out karmic cycles. It's going in throughout this year, okay? It started from last year, it's going throughout this year. And so this is all helping the masculine at this time to get into their power and lead, okay? And they haven't been cooperative is what my guides are telling me. You know, do you guys know sometimes my guides are really sassy when it comes to these readings, and sometimes they're like really like proper the way they talk. So I think they're being proper today somewhat. Okay. So I'm going to get into the feminine energies for a little bit here. So this is good news. I was actually feeling headaches too. I've been having headaches for the past couple of days. Oh, and also, guys, this is what I wanted to tell you. Lower back pain. Who's getting lower back pain? This also has to do with the Kundalini, okay? So if you're feeling lower back pain or tailbone pain, that has to do with the Kundalini that is stuck for some of you. Okay? This is the devil energy, okay? This could be Capricorn, but this is the devil energy. So I'm going to see what this is about, okay? Give me a second. What is this about? Oh, releasing. Releasing. Yes. Okay, guys, for some of you, the Kundalini really needs to be released. It's causing tension in your sacral. For some of you, you could be constipated, is what they're saying. Lower back pain. Okay, so let's see what this is about. It needs to be released. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, some of you are still in this energy when it comes to, this is basically the devil energy, okay? And this has to do with fears, okay? But at the same time, this has to do with the attachment of feeling rejected, okay, by your masculine, if you are the feminine energy, or vice versa, okay? But this has to do with feeling the rejection of somebody not realizing what you had to offer, the love you had to offer, possibly taking advantage of it, you know, feeling used. So that is what energy you need to heal now in order for you to come out of the stress you're feeling, in order for you to go through that healing process, okay? So what I feel is that some of you keep going back and forth with the healing process. So what's happening is that you feel like you're healing and you're looking at things from a positive perspective. Perhaps you feel good for a few days and you're like, I feel better. I don't know, I meditated, I feel better. I exercised, I feel better. I got a massage, I feel better. I got a manicure, I feel better, or whatever. Okay, whatever you're doing to take care of you. But at the same time, it's like I feel like you're going back to that fear energy and you're being triggered and keep thinking about why this person used me, why did this person take advantage of me, Why did they not recognize the love that we share? It's love that has been going on for lifetimes. You're getting really into that, you're being triggered, okay? So you're going back and forth. And that's why that's putting a doubt in your mind. It keeps bringing up fears again. And this is about you living in the past, okay? And I know how hard it is to let the past go. It's not easy, okay? But as that's why, okay, they're having me point back to this card, okay? You can't be in anticipation when you're living in the past, because if you think about the past, you can't anticipate good happening, right? Because that's basically masking the good. The past hurt, the pain, the drama, the trauma, for some of you who have gone through trauma with your counterpart, you can't anticipate good happening when you live in those energies. So some of you are really getting rid of the energies, but some of you are going back and forth being triggered at this time, okay? So, okay, they're asking you to bask in the healing process at this time. Bask, okay? And this could also have to do with some of you need to really, I'm getting incense, burn sage, burn incense to help you clear those energies. And also for those of you who have they're telling me to tell you all that you spiritual bath would help you, okay? You don't know what a spiritual bath is, or you don't know how to do it, let me know in the comments. I could make a video, but for those of you who know what it is, make sure you do that. And I'm getting incense too. Incense is very important. For some of you, frankincense is what they're saying. Okay? So make sure to make a conscious effort at this time to really focus on you and your healing. And that will help you sleep, because some of you are not sleeping well. And it's because your masculine is going through these energies too. So if your masculine is not sleeping, you kind of feel like you keep waking up at night. You don't know why. You're like, I didn't have coffee, I didn't do this. But you're mirroring each other, and it's because you feel what they're going through, okay? So you could at the same time possibly have the headaches too. But some of you are really in doubt about coming back together. Even though you want it, it's like you're putting more doubt and fear into it than okay, this is how I want to say this, because this could, trigger some of you guys. But if you want to come back with your person, okay, if that's where you're at right now and you're longing for them, you want to make things work, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, this is not throwing shade at you, but if you're in fear energy and they're in fear energy, obviously, of coming back together, the energy of that fear will manifest, okay? So what you have to do is transmute the energy. And that's why this is a reminder of this card we got, because you need to be in that loving energy, okay? If you want this. And it's up to you if you want this, okay? This is for those of you who want this, that is watching, okay? And or any loving, even if you don't want this, if you want another soulmate, partnership. Do you guys see how the cups are illuminated? Okay, this is the love. This needs to be illuminated, okay? Because this time around, and this goes for all of you who keep breaking up and getting back together with your person, okay? On and off. That this is for you. There needs to be the energy of love for you both to get back this time. And you might be asking, well, why? Other times I feel like we just got back together because it's like some of you feel like bound to this person, or you feel like this connection, like I can't let go of this kind of connection. And this is because it's time. It's time for that cycle to end, okay? A lot of you are closing out cycles, and that's why this time around you got to do what's right, because the Emperor, okay, does what's right, what's just, okay? And that's what is the next process of this new cycle. So cycles are ending, new cycles are beginning. They got to get it right this time, is what my guides are saying. Okay, they got to get it right this time. You both have to get it right this time. Okay, around. And those of you who are realizing that that have realized in the past that there's a pattern that you both keep repeating, okay? You're realizing that the pattern is not repeating now. So it could be like, let's say, this is just a scenario, guys, like your masculine ignores you for 3 months and then they come back, okay? You realize now 3 months have passed and they're still ignoring you, okay? That's just an example. Whoa, okay, what is going on here? Yep. And this is about, feeling lonely, feeling left out in the cold, okay? Because you're in these energies of lack, okay? That's why it's not coming back together, okay? This has to die. This is karma. This is judgment card, okay? This has to do with the karma being balanced out in order to get back together. It's not about need. It's not about anything like that, okay? That has to happen. So whoever's working on their karma, know that there is a blessing coming for you, okay? Because Spirit acknowledges all the steps you are taking on this journey. Every step you take, every step you make, like the police song, is that Sting or Police? I don't know. This is about Spirit acknowledging what you're doing, okay? So for those of you who are not doing anything, just waiting around, this is telling you, okay, that you're gonna stay in fear in this lack energy, okay? You gotta take action of the processes. You gotta take the steps, and Spirit is with you, okay? And they do acknowledge the steps. Everything is about divine timing. Keep that in mind, okay? And we got action on the bottom of this card, okay? Because this is listening to your intuition, to all the synchronicities you've been getting, okay? And this is for you to both come into alignment of what your purpose is here, what the journey is about, okay? Because we got, I'm going to pull this card out. This is a nice, beautiful card. This is about listening to your intuition, okay? And then taking the necessary action to move forward, okay, guys? So some of you have been not getting clear intuition. This has to do also with your sleep cycle. So please pay attention to your sleep cycle. Try to go to bed early. For those of you, a lot of you are working really hard at this time, overworking, and Spirit is asking you to pay attention to your sleeping patterns, okay? So this is about getting you ready to take action. It's all prepping you up. I feel like this whole reading, the energies right now is what they're saying is they're prepping you up for action, okay? Whatever that means to you personally, every single person's story is different, okay? And it's for you to release the burdens. This is also that has to do with karma, closing out the karmic cycle. This is a 10 of Wands. This is about endings, okay? Lifting that off of you, okay? And the masculine at the same time. Whoever is, either feminine or masculine, this is for both of you because you've been carrying this burden for a long time. Some of you have been in these energies for a decade, over a decade, okay? So this is about lifting that up. So in order to know what the next step is, okay, and this has a lot to do with your this is interesting. No, they're asking me to go to this. Oh, okay, this is what they mean. So with this, they're asking me, they're pointing out the tower energy, okay? So there is changes that are coming, and they want you prepared for these changes. That's why they're asking you to release, 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 okay? Release. Oh my God, they keep having me repeat it. Sorry. But this is about changes, fated changes that are coming, but they want you prepared. So notice this person. It could be a man. I don't know. I'm guessing. Doesn't matter, but they're lifting all this, okay? This is about surrendering to the changes, and it's about releasing whatever needs to be healed for you to open up to the new that is coming, and go forward in action. Okay, so this, yeah, look at this. Leaving the past in the past. Leaving the energies of the swords in the past, okay? This is not about, everything, okay? So think about, just like the video game that we got last week, okay? This is about living in the present. Living in the present. Look at that. This is the King of Wands energy. But in this instance, this is coming as reviving passion, okay? Reviving passion, taking action, okay? This is nice. I like this. I like this energy, guys. So I'm going to pull a card now. I hope you that makes sense. Yeah, they're really focusing on the Kundalini stuff. Let's see. Okay. Sacred knowledge. Ancient and sacred knowledge is waiting within the heart of the earth, yearning to be discovered. Crystals hold the key. Connect energetically with the earth and her crystal realm. Healing, love, and abundance result. Yeah, so a lot of you could be using crystals. Let me know if you use crystals and what you use, if you charge them. So you can charge crystals with the sun or the moon energy. Keep that in mind, okay? And that's you connecting with earth, okay? So let's see what else we got here from Spirit. What would you like all my watchers to know at this time? Oh, I got a flipper. Okay. Tranquility. Trust all will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. Peace of mind and tranquility are soon restored. Okay, so they're pointing back to this card. Okay, this has to do with peace also, because bringing peace in your life will have you anticipate for what is coming. Okay, the new changes. They're talking about a complete shift. I don't know what's coming, guys. It's a shift. Okay. Oh, they're saying a shift of awareness. Interesting. A shift. Okay. It's all about preparation, and it has to do with trust. So if you illuminate your heart, you're going to trust more. And that has to do with your heart chakra. Okay. This has to do with your heart chakra. And it's about peace of mind. So the crown. Okay. This is what I'm getting. So what they're telling me is that the chakras, you know that you have more chakras than what they say, right? There's apparently, they talk about the 7 chakras, from the crown to the root, to the base, but you have more chakras. You have them in your hands. You have them in different places. This is talking about how they're all working together, okay? They're working in tandem. So this has to do a lot also with those of you who use crystal energies. You can place the crystals on the chakras that you are healing. You can place them on all the ones you are working with right now. So the ones that are coming up right now are the sacral, the crown, the third eye. Okay, so you can use crystal energy after you charge them. Okay, if you don't want to charge them under the sun or the moon, what you could do is you can like just get the crystal, whatever crystal it is, and incense it. Okay, burn incense like this, and ask whoever, if you want to ask whoever you're working with, angels, lords, whoever, ask them to transmute the crystal, to charge it with high vibration. Okay, and don't feel silly, guys. Okay, I know some of you feel silly to do things, but there's nothing silly about what you're doing. Okay, it's all for your highest and best. Okay, so anything else? Exactly. My cards don't lie. Okay, this is magic. Okay, this is blessings, transformation. A blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and mind. So yes, they are preparing you to open up your heart for the blessing that is coming. Okay, next. Your inner light. This is about alchemy, like I said earlier. Okay, this is about transmuting the lower energies of the past, the fears, the doubts, the anger, the resentment, the sadness. Okay, this is saying your inner light shines when you are at peace with yourself and the world around you. Let go of the struggle and feel the beauty inside you. Allow all to just be and just be you. This also has to do with some of you finding yourself, finding your higher self, connecting, okay? Next is passion. So you know how I was saying with the King of Wands back, bringing the passion back, okay? This is revival, okay? And this, I'm going to cover this. Okay. Oh, this looks really nice with my nail color. Okay. So, love, sexual energy, passions aroused, vital life force, Kundalini, like we mentioned, which you're being prepared for, and that was considered a warning. Okay. The sun, the giver of life, strength, a gift, new infusion of energy, something beyond your control, surrender. You remember this card? Surrender. There's change coming, guys. Okay, so Spirit really wants you prepared. And some of you have lost passion. You've lost passion for the journey because you think that you've done some things and you don't see the rewards yet. Okay, but this feels like stuck energy to me. Okay. And for some of you, you are going through stuck energy. You're like, okay, I've done all there is. I've done the healing. I'm doing this. I'm doing 100 things. Why aren't things moving forward? This has to do with the vital life force, which is Kundalini. Okay, the Kundalini. Sorry, I'm pointing. The Kundalini is it's life force energy. Okay, this has to do with you. And what they're telling me right now is that whoever that makes the conscious decision for their Kundalini to rise at this time, which is in preparation for the portal that's coming up, this has to do also, whatever you do will reflect your counterpart, okay, and will help them through the process right now, okay? So whether you want them or not, whatever it is, okay, this is about a new infusion of energy that is coming. And this is about bringing back the passion for why you're living, what your journey is, what your mission is here, okay? And this is about alchemizing. So this is about magic, okay? Um, and notice how this heart, there's a star in her heart, and it's also a flame in her third eye, okay? This is about alchemy, guys. So it's about transmuting the energy. For those of you, like I said, who the Kundalini is stuck, okay? This is about opening the Kundalini back, okay? Yeah, there's going to be Kundalini awakenings at this time, is what they're saying. And for those of you, if you're comfortable, or if you're not, ask your guides to help you with this Kundalini, because that's going to really ignite all that loving energy that is going to open up. Okay, they want me to pull one more card. Let's see what this is about. Oh wow, I'm going on. Of course, I love you guys. Okay, good news. Okay, ooh, I love it. Okay, so yeah, this is about minimizing the ego, okay? This is the 5 of Swords. So there's improvement with the ego. And the ego has to do with fears. That's what I'm getting with this. I'm not getting like anything else. I'm getting fears. And it's fears of taking action, okay? So this could be on your part. This could be on your counterpart's part. But this is about fast forward movement. This is about spiritual activity, by the way. So it's kind of like, you know, your guides are telling you at this time that you take the necessary steps and watch what comes. Just watch. Okay? This is movement. This is a very yeah. So what they're saying is the more the ego is minimized, the more spiritual activity can come through. Okay? And this is also like that's how it will okay. Your manifestations are what they're saying. For those of you who are doing manifestation works, which you know, I call magic because it is magical. But alchemy, this is about you being rewarded, okay, for what you're doing, the healing process you're doing, your manifestations, the alchemy, leaving things in the past, focusing on the present, healing now, okay, and bringing this loving energy, okay, into your life, okay, illuminating the heart, okay. So guys, I hope this has made sense for you. I hope this has helped you in some way. If it has, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I wish you all the best, and I will see you all next week. Take care.